Beautifuls, I hope today has been great for you. If it hasn't been great, it's going to be great because we're here together making some big headway in our perspective on our emotions today. And I'm going to support you in creating such a positive, empowering perspective on your emotions so that you don't feel like you have to get rid of them. You don't feel any guilt or shame for experiencing any of them. And you have the tools to feel them, heal them, and shift them. Beautiful! Without using food, which we know is not even a real solution anyway. So, welcome. If you don't know me, I am Jessica Joy, and I help moms do three things. I help them flatten their tummies, heal diastasis recti, I help them end emotional eating and binge eating, and I help them release weight for good, okay? And so I'm in the middle of my Healthy, Hot, and Happy live video series, which is every weekday I come in live, noon PST, to talk about those three topics week by week. So last week was flattening your tummy. This week is all about ending emotional eating. And then next week, it's releasing weight for good. I call it the trifecta perfecta for moms because there's so much more than just having a nutrition plan and exercising in regards to your health. And I saw and experienced a lot of gaps, aside from that. It's like, okay, I had like diastasis recti and mommy tummy. Okay, just working out wasn't healing that. Then I created emotional and binge eating. It was like having a nutrition plan wasn't an answer for that. And so I saw gaps that I knew I could support moms in filling. Okay, there are needs here, and I'm here to serve and support. So if you are here, whether it's on the replay or now, please say hello. I want to hear from you. So give me either an emoji or something, just knowing so that I know that you're here. And that also helps me spread the word of this message. All right, because more people will see it, the more engagement is on the post. So that would really support me getting this out there. So today is brief and it's to the point. You're going to come away with three big perspectives on your feelings that are going to empower you and make you just feel better about your feelings so that you can move through them in a positive way. All right. So, number one thing, it is not bad to feel anything. In our culture, or just in creating stories ourselves, we can have this idea that it's bad to feel sad, or it's bad to feel depressed, it's bad to feel stressed, it's like, I shouldn't feel that. We can create stories that I'm weak, I'm not strong, or like, this is so hard for me, why is this so hard for me? We create all these negative stories just because we're simply experiencing an emotion. Okay, and the truth is, you don't need to feel bad about feeling anything. You can feel all the feels, zero guilt, zero shame. Hello, Andrea, welcome. All right, so, and zero questioning about it. It's totally okay for you to feel anything. Please let go of any judgment. All an emotion or a feeling is you experiencing it in your body. So you are like this vessel of the emotion, okay? So I want you to create detachment from emotions. And a great way a piece of languaging that you can use is, instead of saying, I'm so stressed right now, or I'm sad right now, is saying, I'm experiencing sadness. I am experiencing stress. Because like I said, we are just a vessel of this emotion right now. It's not us, okay? You are not a sad person. You are a person experiencing sadness. And that's totally okay. Like I said, please free yourself from any type of idea that it's shameful or bad to feel these more negative type emotions. Hello, Megan. Mwah! All right. So we get to feel them. And it's okay if you don't know why they're there. You don't even have to have a reason. It's like, I feel sad, but I don't know why. That's okay. It's okay to feel them. All right. So create detachment. The next thing to know, I said I was going to talk about three things about your emotions today. So number two is, it is safe to feel. Sometimes we are so scared to experience an emotion. We don't want to feel sad. We don't want to feel anxious or negative or guilty. So then what do? We turn to food to get rid of it, because either we feel guilty or shameful for experiencing it, or we don't know what to do with it. We're like, we got to get rid of this feeling. I do not like this feeling. And my body, oh, what do you know? This food will distract me. This food will help me avoid. It's not that we're consciously thinking these things, but that's what's driving it. So I'm here to shine light on the beliefs that are driving you to emotionally eat so that we can start to shift this pattern. So a supportive belief for your emotions is that they are safe to feel. Your body can handle all the emotion that comes in. Okay? So if you are experiencing an extreme amount of sadness, that is okay. You are safe to feel that. Okay, nothing bad's gonna happen because you're experiencing sadness. You just get to say something like, I am experiencing sadness, and that's okay. And it's okay, and it can be there, and that's okay. I'm gonna walk you through, moving forward with it, but there's no rush. There's no like, oh, I'm bad for feeling sad. I got to get rid of this now. No, it's an emotion. Okay. Experience it. You're going to be okay. It's okay that it's there. There's zero judgment. Isn't that liberating? I'm like, hallelujah. Like in our culture, it's all like, don't feel sad. Don't cry. Don't show your emotions. It's not helping, okay? We're humans. We're not robots. Like, when you feel something, then you can move through it faster. If you're trying to ignore the sadness and block it out, then you don't ever get to experience it, and it just lingers. It's like stuck in your body, okay? It's like, imagine somebody you knew passed away and you never took time to mourn for them. Like, it would always be in your body there. Okay? It's like we accept the mourning process really well. It's like we understand that there's going to be a time that we're going to experience sadness, and that's okay. And that's going to help us heal. Okay? So we get to apply that to, like, it's okay to feel. It's part of the healing process. It is okay to feel anything, and it is safe to feel anything. Isn't that lovely? All right. So I am safe to feel this. So that was number 2. Number 3, this is the last point about feelings I'm going to make, is emotions and feelings are action signals. It is your body's way of communicating with you. Our body doesn't speak English exactly. Our body gives us feelings, sensations, different things. So, hello, Suzanne. Oh, how are you? You have such good classes, can I just say? Like, you are such a rock star. So it's good to see you. So, all right, we're totally okay with like getting the signal that I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. We're not giving ourselves any judgment for that, okay? So you get to have release judgment on things like, oh, I'm experiencing sadness. I'm experiencing stress. Okay, it's an action signal. Your body's communicating this is being created, this is being sourced by something, and there's something you can do about it. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through that, all right? So I'm going to just keep with the sadness, and you can say, okay, I'm experiencing, like I said, not saying I am sad, but just saying I'm experiencing sadness, and that's okay. And this is telling me something. Let's use it. Cool. All right, so I talked about like questions that we can use. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yes, say hi. Let me know that you're here. All right, I want to be in communication with you. I don't want to be like on this, pulpit here. Like, this is a conversation, not a lecture. But in whatever way you're listening, I am so grateful that you are here, and I'm so happy to serve you. And please, please reach out if you're struggling with emotional eating. I know that a lot of shame can be wrapped up in those habits. I talked about it on Monday. It's like, don't feel any shame for having this issue. Like, There's not a lot of resources, like you're doing the best with what you have right now. Okay. And I'm here now to guide you through moving forward in your life so that you create a new future instead of repeating the past and using emotional eating to cope. All right. So we were talking about, okay, how to use these feelings. So you want to be using questions that help you move forward in a supportive way. They help you dig deeper in a positive way and guide you to the solution, okay? You don't want to be asking yourself questions like, why do I feel like this all the time? Like, why can't I fix this? What's wrong with me? When you ask yourself negative questions like that, you're going to find negative answers, okay? So it's very important to be asking yourself supportive, positive questions, because then your brain goes and looks for those answers. All right. So these are the type of questions you want to be asking. All right. So it's like, okay, what am I feeling? So you say one emotion. Obviously we can feel more at once, but the primary one. Okay. I'm experiencing sadness. Okay. So then you ask, what thoughts am I thinking that are creating this feeling? Okay. And then you want to ask, then you extract some of those thoughts and then find out, are they true? Are they fact? Or am I creating meaning? Okay. So for example, let's say your dog dies. That's a fact. Your dog died. You are experiencing sadness. Okay. There's truth there. If you're creating meaning, you could create something like, I feel like a failure. You know, you're telling yourself that you feel like a failure. That's not a fact. That's you creating meaning based on whatever, expectations you have for success and failure. And the cool thing is, whenever you create meaning with something, you can change that meaning to make you feel good, to be supportive. All right. So first identify, what thoughts am I thinking? Are they true, or am I creating meaning? Most often, the majority of the time, we're creating meaning. Like, it's just how our brains work. So we don't get to judge ourselves. We're like, whoa, I totally made up this story that I was like, a total failure and I've dropped the ball and but it's all just a story. So you get to ask, okay, once you find out the meanings that you're creating, you're asking, okay, are these supporting me? Are these making me feel good? And if not, how can I reframe them? All right, so that I feel good and empowered. So you explore that. And then one amazing question, it's like you can just use this one alone, is how do I want to feel? Okay, because we can get so absorbed in the emotion we are experiencing that we don't want, that we don't even look out to what we do want. And that's the road out. So how do I want to feel? Okay, so let's say if your dog died, you understand that it's like, you don't expect to feel happy right now, and that's okay. But you're like, I do want to feel supported. Like, this will come from you. You'll know what you want to feel. I don't need to tell you. These are just examples. I want to feel supported, and I want to feel like I have space to feel this. Okay? So let's say you created a story. Like, let's go back to the one I talked about before. I feel like a failure in my life. Like, I thought it'd be so much farther in my life than this. I'm a failure. I always try to do things and then I never stick with it. I just repeat the same year every year. Like, you were going through the rabbit hole, like self beat up land, And we've all been there. And if you've been there, I don't judge you. I go there too. It's just part of the human experience, but we get these tools to get out of it a lot faster. All right. So you're like, okay, is this true? No, I'm creating a ton of meaning here. Is this supporting me? No, it feels terrible. This is just making it worse. All right. So how do I want to feel? I want to feel like I'm moving forward in my life. Okay, cool. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Instead of wallowing in this yuckiness, I'm not saying it's wallowing, but it's like we're moving. We're not stuck. All right. How do I want to feel? I want to feel like I'm moving forward. Okay. So then you ask, what do I need to do? Or what do I need right now? So in this for this one, it's like, okay, I need to make a plan to take some steps. I need to time block some time to get clear on what I want So it's like, okay, 3 hours a week I can dedicate to, this passion project of mine, something, where it's like you're moving forward and taking action with it. All right. Because as I said yesterday, if you have things that are important to you in regards to your values and your vision, but you are acting out of alignment with those, or you're not moving toward those at all, you feel really bad. Like, it's just how we're wired as humans. It's like if you have a value of being honest and then you're lying all the time, you're gonna feel terrible because you value honesty. Okay, so if you have a value of being healthy, but then you are emotionally eating all the time on junk because you have this bad habit, you're gonna feel bad. Okay, you want to act in alignment. So it's like asking, what do I need? You want to be showing up for yourself, but that doesn't have to be in a like take over your life type way. It's just little steps. Okay, so don't be thinking it's like, oh, it's too much, I can't do all that. It's just little things, So that's how you can use the emotion as an action signal, and how to use the questions. I went deeper in it on Monday, but these is the same thing. It's like asking, okay, what am I feeling? Where is that coming from in regards to your thoughts? Because lots of times we're just feeling crappy because we're creating a crappy meaning from something. I wish I had known that years ago, but it's so empowering to be able to shift your thoughts. But sometimes the thoughts are truth, and there's not much you can shift besides feeling it, like the dog dying, It's like you can create a positive framework of honoring your dog's life, of being so grateful for that dog and focusing on that, but there's still going to be a time where you're going to feel that. And you don't need to use food to hide this bad feeling or avoid this bad feeling. It's okay that it's there. And you are safe to feel it. And it's telling you something. It's telling you that your dog really mattered to you. All right, that you loved your dog. Right? We're talking about the dog. Just an example. All right. So making sure the truth or meaning, if it's a negative, if you're creating this meaning that's just creating so much, if it's creating those emotions, then you can shift the meaning. It's so empowering, okay? And then if you're feeling stuck, ask, how do I want to feel? Give you so much clarity, get you out of the cyclone, out of the whirlpool of feeling bad. It's like, okay, how do I want to feel? Okay, how can I create that? What thoughts would create that? What actions would create that? And sometimes it's like, I just want to feel the feels. Okay, I get to give myself some time to feel. Cool. All right. It's okay. You don't need to use food. In fact, food is the opposite. You won't even get to a solution with food. You are blocking it all. It's like, I feel stressed, food. All this stuff we just talked about, you didn't even explore. You totally missed it. You totally missed what your body was telling you. You totally missed just experiencing and moving through that emotion. Like, you missed the lesson with this habit because you didn't have the tools to move through it. All right? Like, these emotions are a gift. Like, sometimes they don't feel like it. Like, I don't want to feel this. But they're a gift. They're guiding you, okay? And with these tools, you can navigate it so much better and work in partnership with your emotions instead of trying to avoid, trying to numb, being scared of them, not knowing what to do with them. They don't feel comfortable. They really don't. All right? And that's okay. Let's laugh about it. And just know that it's like, it'll move through us. It's not going to be stuck in there. We can feel safe and it'll move. It's fluid. Okay? It's not stagnant, stuck. Like, emotions are always moving. All right? Hello, Autumn. Hello, Anna. Welcome. So the gist of the message is the 3 points. It is okay to feel anything. Release any shame or guilt about experiencing any emotion. You are just experiencing it. Okay, so you can say, I am experiencing stress. I am experiencing sadness, and that's okay. Second part is it's safe to feel anything. Like you're never gonna like implode because you're feeling too much. Okay, it's safe to feel. It's like, whoa, I'm experiencing a lot of stress, and that's okay. Because if we think that it's shameful to feel something, or we feel that it's unsafe to feel something, then we're gonna resort to getting rid of the emotion really quick, which is food or a drug or something that gets rid of it faster, instead of actually working through this amazing action signal, this emotion that's an action signal that's guiding us to source and answer for what we need in our life. Okay? It's okay to feel, it's safe to feel, and emotions are action signals. And you can use the guiding questions that I talked about in this post. I actually did a post, if you look for the picture of me like under these beautiful flowers and this yellow top, and I'm kind of in like a meditative pose. A lot of the questions are written in that post too, if you need something quick to access, okay? Because I want you to be using this stuff. Isn't this amazing? It's like, it's so nice. It's just not taught. Like, emotional intelligence isn't taught in our culture. We're taught, like, don't feel it. Like, why do you feel that way? Be happy. What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. You're a human being. We have certain cultural things. And so it's safe for you to feel. It's okay for you to feel. And it's a blessing. It's your body communicating with you. And you get to honor that. All right, so use this. Please say hello if you are here. It helps me get the word out there. And if you know that you are experiencing challenges with emotional eating, binge eating, then enrollment just opened for my program. It starts April 29th. It's a 6-week like condensed course because I wanted it to end before summer because I'm supporting a lot of moms here. And it's like, okay, we can fit this in before summertime and the kids are out of school. All right. So you can go to jessicajoylife.com/H3. It's an H and then a number 3. And there's 2 options to join. There's one where you're just in the group coaching program. So it's honestly, for all you get, it's so valuable. Like, there's so much value in there. And then if you want to add 2 coaching calls, there's an option for that. That's a slightly higher cost. All right. Because there's obviously more value. There's one-on-one where we dig really deep into you specifically and what's driving these emotional eating and binging patterns. All right. And then it also goes into all the other stuff I teach: flattening your tummy, releasing weight for good. I'm so excited. So head there, jessicajoylife.com/H3. If you have any questions about it, or just like are curious and want to know more, have any questions that I can support you with that are more personal, please send me a private message. All right. You get to take action with what matters to you and where you want to be. All right. Do it. So much love to you. Enjoy the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm not singing the Annie song. I'm not gonna do it. Oh my gosh, my sister and I used to love Annie. We know the whole freaking soundtrack. And this summer, we went driving and we sang the entire soundtrack. Like, I'm 34 and she's 38. It was the best. We were like singing at the top of our lungs. Oh, tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I won't even tell you her name. She'd be like, I can't believe you told everybody. Anyway, I can't find tomorrow's. Tomorrow's going to be about emotional eating, and I'm going to teach you awesome stuff. The end. And I will see you there tomorrow at noon. I love you. You are an amazing, amazing woman. Mwah. Go rock the day.